It's only recently that we watched that van being removed off the site right next to ours, because it's gone to another site, which is apparently a bit cheaper. Well, not a bit, around £2,000 a year cheaper than this one. So that guy's got a great deal. But things have took another turn over the last few days. Apparently there's 3 more that's got to go. I don't know ins and outs of everything concerning these 3 vans, but I know 2 of them are right in front of mine and the other one is behind it. The vans have now reached an age where they can't stay on here. I just think it's a bit of a shame that once they reach a certain age, they've got to go off. But I wouldn't have thought for 1 minute that one of those vans is a 1998. So it's way over the 20 years that they're supposed to stay on site for. So they've done pretty well out of that under circumstances. But sometimes you wish that knowing they're going to get paid the site fees would just let you keep your van on site, as long as it's not an eyesore. Because apparently inside that van, it's all been refurbed as well. Basically, the owners have gone all the way through that van and renewed everything. I've not seen inside, but I have been told it's really nice inside. It did have its own veranda around it as well at one point, but somebody else on site has claimed that. So whoever's getting this van didn't want the veranda, so they're quite happy to pass it on to somebody that can use it. But getting back to my point, if you're guaranteed to get £3,000 a year for someone using quite a small plot of land, 35 feet to 37 feet by 12 maximum, if they looked an eyesore, I would perfectly understand. I know there are sites around here that don't have age restrictions. I don't know the names of those either, so don't ask. But they do exist. As long as your van's nice and tidy, they'll never ask you to move it, because they're guaranteed the site fees every year. So in space of only a week, we've had 1 van gone, 1 on its way, and another 2 that's going next week. So that's 4 vans disappearing off site, and they're all around me. It kind of makes you nervous that I'm the one slap bang in the middle of all these vans that are being took off site. This van is really tidy inside and out. So hopefully that's all we need. We'll have to see how that pans out. I know there's another one down bottom that was for sale, and that's been sold as well. So it seems like it's been caravan week. But I understand a lot of people have spoke about it in past and said that site owners insisted that they take vans off, and sometimes only after a year or 2. So that's not really good if you consider that you might go out there and buy a van for around 8 to 10,000 and then pay your site fees plus your transfer fees, and 2 years later you've got to take it off site. And it's going to be very difficult to try and resell that van unless somebody's got their own plot of land that they want to put it on, which is something we touched on in a previous video. And I didn't say on that video that you can just put caravans on land if you own it, or if a friend owns it and gives you permission. It doesn't work like that. You've got to get planning permission from council before you can actually do that. And I don't understand all the legalities of that, but I do know that much. So you've either got to put it in your garden temporary or somewhere, if you've got a garden big enough to store it, or if you've even actually got a garden, or you're going to have to sell it off really cheap. Maybe somebody can use it on a building site or something like that, and then they'll just scrap it. But when you start to see the vans disappearing 4 in a week, it does make you a little concerned. Anyway, this was just a quick update. Save as much money as you can while you're in a van, which is exactly what we're doing, just in case that day does come around and maybe you'll have enough to buy a newer model, and then you can carry on for a few more years at least. So that's our plan. Anyway, thank you so much for being part of this channel. I really do appreciate it. And if you're interested in seeing more caravan related videos, then please hit that subscribe button, press that notification bell, and I'll see you next time.